You know, it's interesting. Tom Brady, touchdown Tom, the ageless wonder, well in his 40s.
That was a terrible name.
Are we possibly, you know, Bryant McFadden?
Yeah.
My guy, Bryant McFadden, he calls him touchdown Tom.
That is terrible.
Still, yeah.
Well, it's
I'll have to get you guys in touch so you could debate about it. So the average quarterback production per game in the NFC North compared to Tom Brady. Are we finally seeing Tom Brady age a little bit? The quarterback rating, well, Mitch Trubisky, granted it's helped and aided by Aaron Rodgers. And also these are quality quarterbacks in the NFC North. With the Packers as Aaron Rodgers, the Lions as Matthew Stafford, the Bears as Mitchell Trubisky, who had one great game and now is showing improvements. Also with great weapons and a good play caller, Matt Nagy. And then also Kirk Cousins, who got a huge deal with the Minnesota Vikings. So the average NFC North team, as opposed to Tom Brady. If we could show that one more time. The completion percentage is in favor of Brady. The touchdowns barely in favor of Brady, though he is throwing more interceptions. And the yards are in favor of the average NFC North team. Currently, stepping up when it counts via ESPN, most game-winning drives, Tom Brady is on that list. It shows his tenure. And here are his stats through this season. Are we finally seeing Tom Brady age, in your opinion?
No, I think what we're seeing is that the NFL rules are so slanted toward quarterbacks that even an average quarterback can put up big stats. You know what I mean? To me, what makes Tom Brady great is what we saw against the Chiefs. You know, minute and a half, needs to get down, gets the job done.
Yes.
How much confidence do you have in Mitch Trubisky to do that? How much confidence do you have in Matthew Stafford to do that? Of course, Aaron Rodgers,
the most.
Exactly. So to me, that's the difference between a quarterback that puts up nice stats and a quarterback that's an elite quarterback. Who do I believe and I watch all these games on the Red Zone channel. When it's time to shine, who's putting in the work? Who can you trust? And so no, I don't think he's. I mean, I'm sure he's declined just for general age.
Right.
But they've had a lot of different receivers. He just looks like Tom Brady to me.
Well, when does he slow down? I mean, we usually see this. Brett Favre was an ageless wonder. Yeah. Montana played deep into his career. But usually we see the drop-off. I mean, Drew Brees is at what, like 37 years old, and he still looks great?
He's 40.
He's 40 already?
He's 40,
Jesus Christ. So he's 40 years old, no drop-off right there. Is there just something about a quarterback aging well if they're that good and that talented and that smart of a football player?
I think it's very important as your quarterback. Are you taking big hits? And if you're not super athletic, I think it actually helps you.
Which, except for the Matt Castle year, he's never really taken
he hasn't. Right. So it's not like he's running around getting hit a lot, and you can't touch the quarterback anymore. And as long as I think what happened with Favre was his arm gave out, which was his thing. Once the arm gave out, there was not much left.
Right.
And so as long as your arm is healthy, and you're not a scrambler, you're not someone that's going to be running around, you're not taking a lot of hits.
And you don't rely on the deep throws.
Yeah, and your whole thing is, mental because you've been playing for so long. I don't see any reason why a Drew Brees or a Tom Brady couldn't play to 45 years old.
Right.
There's nothing that I see that says, oh, man, they're old. Now, someone like Eli Manning, you see the regression. Now, I don't know if that's physical or mental or whatever it is. Sometimes you can see literal regression. I don't see that in Brady and Brees and some of these other guys.
Maybe, I think it was last year when we were saying, well, after this year, with the Geno Smith, Ben McAdoo sitch, maybe Eli Manning will leave. And I always was a strong supporter of him going to Denver because I just really thought the transition from Peyton to like Trevor Siemian and Paxton Lynch and Brock Osweiler. And then you could easily go instead of Case Keenum with Eli Manning, who I would have just as much faith in because it would be a prove-it deal. That's when the pressure would be on him. Right now, he's still comfortably living in New York. I would have loved to have seen that, but nonetheless, here's where we are. We are done here. Let us know your thoughts, youtube.com/TYT Sports. If you made it to the end of this video, mazel tov. If you want to see more, hit the bell and hit subscribe. Why don't you?